dear viewers, welcome to ERi-TV English news broadcast for this hour with me, Bersabet Taglem. Coming up are the major headlines for today. Deputy Commander of Russian Naval Force arrives in Massawa. YPFDJ conference in Europe concludes. Jordan, Egypt and France call for permanent Gaza ceasefire. And India test fires long-range BrahMos missile. On your domestic reports, as part of the commemoration of the 30th anniversary of diplomatic ties between the Russian Federation and Eritrea, a senior delegation led by Vice Admiral Vladimir Kasatonov, Deputy Commander-in-Chief of the Russian Navy, arrived in Massawa in the late afternoon hours of the day. The delegation was accorded warm welcome by General Philippe Oswaldo Yohannes, Chief of Staff of the Eritrean Defense Forces, Ambassador Zemede Tegle, Commissioner of Culture and Sports, as well as army commanders. In related news, the naval officials of the Russian Pacific Fleet frigate Marshal Shaposhnikov, that is on port call to Massawa, visited the Martyrs Cemetery, the Massawa Museum, and also conducted friendly football competition with the team of the Eritrean Naval Force. The 18th YPFDJ conference in Europe, held under the theme Eritrea Cohesive Within, Solidarity Beyond, concluded on 28 March in Italy. The event concluded with the adoption of significant recommendations and resolutions. Over 600 youth from more than 12 countries across Europe and the US, along with members of ERi and heads of missions and representatives of national associations, attended the conference. During the Congress, Mr. Fissahatien Petros, Eritrea's ambassador to Italy and coordinator of Eritrean missions in Europe, provided a comprehensive briefing on the current situation in the homeland and the national development priorities. Ambassador Fissahatien highlighted that the YPFDJ Congress in Europe is taking place at a crucial time of global transformation. He urged the members of the organization to bolster their organizational capacity and contribute to the implementation of national development programs. Participants engaged in thorough discussions on economic development priorities, nation-building processes, and national affairs. They praised the government of Eritrea's diplomatic efforts on regional and global levels and expressed their determination to remain resilient against external hostilities. Furthermore, they emphasized the importance of developing human capacity and awareness, enhancing the organizational strength of national associations to overcome challenges, and resolved that the 19th YPFDJ Congress will be held in Germany. On your last local report, the Karkavet and Mogoreb agricultural projects overseen by the Crops and Livestock Corporation are making commendable progress. Mr. Gabramariam Mahari, manager of the Karkavet agricultural project, reported that the dam, capable of storing over 300 million cubic meters of water, provides the necessary infrastructure for irrigation farming across approximately 10,000 hectares of land. Led by agricultural experts, the project shows great potential in advancing irrigation farming and creating employment opportunities for many locals in the area. Mr. Gabramariam also noted that the project is focused on expanding the cultivation of various crops and vegetables, developing soil crops, a range of fruits, and enhancing the skill of farmers through knowledge exchange. Agricultural experts Mr. Adhanom Taddese and Mr. Ismail Idris stated that the Mogoreb area is particularly well situated for growing fruits and vegetables, especially bananas and dates. They mentioned that bananas grown on 7 hectares of land are thriving. Local residents expressed that the employment opportunities provided by these agricultural projects have significantly improved their livelihoods. They also showed their readiness to contribute to the project's development. Dear viewers, we'll be back with your international reports and more. Please stay tuned. Welcome back. The Jordanian, Egyptian and French foreign ministers called on Saturday for an immediate and permanent ceasefire in Gaza and the release of all hostages held by the Palestinian militants. Speaking at a joint press conference in Cairo, Jordan's top diplomat Ayman Safadi said international law no longer has any impact on the ground when it comes to Israel. Alluding to the presence of far-right ministers in the Israeli government, he said the failure to provide sufficient aid was a political decision by an extremist government which has decided to use starvation as a weapon. On today's final report, the Indian Army has test-fired a long-range BrahMos cruise missile co-developed with Russia from the islands of Andaman and Nicobar off the country's east coast. According to the Army, the launch was carried out by the Indian Army's Rising Sun missile specialists and showed the weapon's long-range targeting capabilities. The calculated strike hit its mark with precision, the Army added, describing the test as a poignant reminder of India's steadfast dedication to defending its sovereignty and fostering regional stability. The viewers, and now a very quick recap of the major headlines. Deputy Commander of Russian Naval Force arrives in Massawa. YPFDJ conference in Europe concludes. Jordan, Egypt and France call for permanent Gaza ceasefire. And India test fires long-range BrahMos missile. The viewers, that was it for today. Thanks for watching.